The Global Combat Air Program, known as GCAP, is a large-scale aerospace initiative bringing together Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom to develop a sixth-generation fighter aircraft. The program is now experiencing a sharp escalation in development costs, making budgets approved only a few years ago no longer sufficient. While some European nations continue to struggle with parallel projects, such as the Future Combat Air System, or FCAS, the GCAP partners have succeeded in establishing a working roadmap and institutional framework for cooperation. However, the financial burden is now expected to exceed initial projections by a wide margin. Altitude ADIX has seen the official budget document released by the Italian Ministry of Defense, which states that the projected spending for the first two phases of the program, which covered design and preliminary development, has risen dramatically. Over a 5-year period, estimated costs increased from roughly €6 billion to nearly €18.6 billion. This represents a threefold increase compared to projections made in 2021. Despite this sharp rise in costs, cooperation among the partner nations continues to appear structurally solid. In December 2024, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom formally strengthened their partnership by signing the agreement establishing the Global Combat Air Program, international government organization, which serves as the governing authority for the project. Soon afterward, industrial partners BAE Systems, Leonardo, and Japan Aircraft Industrial Enhancement Company finalized their collaboration by creating the Edgewing joint venture to oversee design, development, and eventual manufacturing. According to the official schedule, a demonstrator aircraft is expected to complete its first flight in 2027. Operational deployment is currently planned for around 2035. During a meeting in Tokyo on the 16th of January, Italian and Japanese leaders reaffirmed their commitment to these milestones, emphasizing the strategic importance of the program. However, behind this appearance of steady progress, financial and industrial pressures are steadily increasing. Updated cost projections now present major fiscal and political challenges, not only for Rome, but also for London and Tokyo, as national defense budgets face growing strain. Italian officials explain that the surge in costs is not the result of mismanagement or weak industrial coordination. Instead, they attribute the increase to several structural factors inherent in next-generation aerospace development. Foremost among these is the integration of advanced technologies, including artificial intelligence, next-generation sensors, stealth features, and secure connectivity, all of which require heavy investment. In addition, the scope of testing, system development, and full aircraft design has proven far more extensive than originally planned. This has driven up both time requirements and expenses. At the same time, rising prices for critical minerals and advanced materials used in high-precision aerospace manufacturing have further increased research and production costs. Sources close to the program also note that rapid advances in artificial intelligence force frequent revisions to system architectures. Each redesign adds pressure to both schedules and budgets, complicating long-term financial planning. When viewed in comparison with other aerospace programs, the scale of GCAP becomes even clearer. Analysts at the Milex Observatory point out that development costs for GCAP already exceed the expense of acquiring F-35A and B fighter aircraft, which are themselves considered extremely costly. The procurement of 90 F-35A and B aircraft amounted to approximately €18.3 billion. By contrast, the current development cost of GCAP alone now surpasses that figure, even before the purchase price of the aircraft is included. According to estimates cited by Defense News, Italy's share of just the first two phases reaches approximately $21.8 billion. Final program costs are expected to rise further once additional elements such as escort drones, combat network integration, and associated systems are included. Altitude addicts understand that the financing has emerged as another significant constraint. Unlike some European defense initiatives that benefit from European Union funding mechanisms, GCAP does not qualify for such support. Because the program operates outside the European institutional framework, Italy must finance its participation entirely from national resources. This places additional strain on an already limited defense budget. In the United Kingdom, expenditure levels are also substantial. London has already invested around €2 billion, or the equivalent in pounds sterling, and plans to commit roughly €12 billion more over the coming decade. British defense officials emphasize that final costs will depend on selected technologies, the efficiency of the industrial model, and how quickly the program transitions from design into full development. Delays or redesigns could significantly increase expenses. Given these financial pressures, both Italy and the United Kingdom are seeking to expand the partnership. Germany is viewed as a particularly attractive potential participant. Italian Defense Minister Guido Crosetto has publicly suggested that Berlin could join GCAP in the future, helping to distribute costs more evenly. He has argued that broader participation would generate economic benefits, accelerate technological progress, and reduce individual financial burdens. Other countries have also expressed interest. International media reports indicate discussions between Tokyo and New Delhi regarding possible Indian involvement, particularly as part of broader cost-sharing and defense cooperation in the Asia-Pacific region. This reflects a wider global trend. Nations increasingly seek to share the heavy financial load of next-generation defense programs, especially as competitors such as China continue to advance their own high-end aerospace capabilities. Beyond cost considerations, GCAP faces major industrial and technological challenges. The integration of artificial intelligence, advanced networking, multispectral sensors, and cooperative drone operations demands unprecedented levels of innovation. These technologies are expensive to develop and difficult to test and certify, contributing to longer design cycles. The program also differs from earlier efforts through its system of systems concept. The future aircraft is intended to operate in close coordination with intelligent drones and distributed command networks. This requires multiple complex technologies to function seamlessly together in highly contested combat environments. Altitude Addicts feels that, from a geopolitical perspective, GCAP reflects shifting defense alliances in an era of intensifying global competition. As tensions rise, particularly in Europe and the Asia-Pacific, the program offers an alternative path to the European FCAS project, which has faced repeated delays due to disagreements among France, Germany, and Spain. By contrast, GCAP positions itself as a platform for technological sovereignty and independent defense capability for its partners. This strategic positioning adds political value, but also increases expectations and pressure to deliver results. Ultimately, GCAP stands as one of the most ambitious military aerospace projects of the 21st century. If successful, it could provide participating nations with a decisive edge in air combat capability, technological leadership, and strategic autonomy. At the same time, the tripling of development costs, limited access to shared funding, and immense technological complexity underline the risks involved. The next decade will be critical. How the partners manage rising expenses, attract new contributors, and overcome technical hurdles will determine not only the future of GCAP, but also the direction of modern combat aviation well beyond 2035. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.